Danzig's version of Batman. Oh my God, that would be weird. That would be weird. I'll tell you, nipples on the Batsuit wouldn't seem so out of place. Quick thing about nipples on the Batsuit. I just want to say something. I have no problems with nipples on the Batsuit. Ever, ever, ever. I don't understand. I'm going to take off my glasses because I'm so serious about this. I will never understand why people were upset by there being nipples on the Batsuit. What's wrong with nipples on the Batsuit? It's clearly like a nod to like Greek sculpture, right? Like you're taking classic marble, like or even like Roman chest plates, breastplates, and sort of trying to incorporate that into Batman's suit. What's the problem with nipples on the Batsuit? Who cares? In my opinion, personally, I think nipples on the Batsuit are a byproduct of 90s homophobia. I just think people were super turned off to it because it was like somehow it was because it was made by a gay filmmaker, and that bothered a lot of people that there were nipples on the Batsuit. So I think the reaction to nipples being on the Batsuit, if anything, is like basically it's kind of like the canary in the coal mine of like detecting homophobia, that people are just getting upset that their nips on the Batsuit. Who gives a shit? Really, truly, who cares? Like, I thought it was great. I didn't have a problem with it then, and I don't have a problem with it now. And you know something? I love Joel Schumacher's Batman movies. I just wanted to say that. And I said that because I think Glenn Danzig's Batsuits would have nipples on them. Just saying that. So yeah, so there's Danny Trejo. Just looks so weird with his vampire fangs. He's so weird, man. Oni says Danny Trejo is a vampire. Yeah, it happened. What? It had to happen one day. No, Oni. Danny Trejo has been a vampire since the 90s, bro. You got to watch the From Dusk Till Dawn films, man. I mean, come on. Yeah. I think this is in reference to that wide shot I was talking about. Yeah, right. Totally wide shots. Chris Spawn never looked at it that way. Are you referring to what I just said, my little rant about people's reactions to the bat nipples? I think the bat nipple concept is weird, but it doesn't look so out of place, to be honest. No, there's no, I mean, I just don't get it, dude. I don't get why people are so bummed out about like bat nipples. I just always took it to be homophobic. That's honestly the truth. And that's not me trying to be some like woke, like social justice warrior. I just literally think like, what possible reason could you be offended that there are nipples on the bat suit? And they always tie it into Joel Schumacher too. That's the thing. It's always about Joel Schumacher put nipples on the back suit, and Joel Schumacher is gay, and therefore Joel Schumacher has turned Batman into, and if that, for anybody who knows anything about Batman, there is so much gay subtext in Batman alone. It's all over the place. It's so valid to the character, and I am a passionate lover and reader of Batman comics and Batman mythology, and it just goes on and on and on and on. And if anybody who reads Batman, anybody who knows anything about Batman, knows that that Batman, enmeshed in Batman's mythology or in Batman's rich history as a character, are underlying like subtext that Batman might be gay, or that there's like this gay subtext there. But who freaking cares, dude? Yes, reactionary alarmist to 90s acceptance to LGBT folks, LBGT folks. Exactly. That's how I feel. And I'm going to say one last thing about this, because I'm sure I'm going to turn that into a video clip like I do. My favorite live action Batman is Val Kilmer. I think he's the best live action Batman. He gives the best Bruce Wayne Batman performance. And I think Batman Forever is a phenomenal Batman film. Even even the Batman and Robin film is valid because what are you looking at? You're looking at Batman 66. That's all Batman and Robin is. People are all like, oh my God, Batman and Robin destroyed Batman. It's like, really? Because in the 60s, Burt Ward and Adam West as Batman was the campiest thing ever, and people loved it. You know, they said there were 3 Bs about the 60s: Beatles, Bond, and Batman. That's how much of a cornerstone the Batman series was in the 60s. So, you know, for people to get upset in the 90s of what is essentially an adaptation of the 60s Batman, it just doesn't add up, folks. All right, enough of that. Back to Glenn Danzig.